That's our route we're going to be taking. So it's straight out of the vehicle and up and at it. We were lucky enough just to get squeezed in between a few vehicles down the bottom there. But a wonderful, wonderful day. The weather forecast says 15 degrees. So let's hope they're right on that. It's 11:30 when we got out the vehicle, and it's now just after 11 AM in the morning. Just going to head up to that call, and then we should be nearly at the town. But this is a wonderful little location here. We've got 1, 2, 3 waterfalls all conjoining into the beck in the bottom, and we've had a bit of rain lately, so the becks they're on a bit of water, so it's looking good. Welcome to Greendale Town. What a bonny spot. We've got Seatallan there on our left, and Middle Fell on our right. Beautiful. This has got potential, but we've got other plans today. That's the beck that runs out of the town there, down into the gill. Well, that's our last look back at Greendale Town for today, and a bonny spot it is, especially on a day like today. The skylarks and just the sound of the herdwicks on the fell. Little piece of heaven. Having a coffee and a little bite to eat. What a day. What a day. I'm sure that snow's melted since I turned round. Just having a breather up here above the tarn on our way up to the summit of Seatallan, which is just up yonder. 672 metres. The views from up here are magnificent. This is us just summiting Seatallan, and I stand corrected. My trusty assistant has informed me that I got the height wrong earlier. It actually stands at 692, not 672. So I've had my wrist slapped and everything's been put back where it should be. So we're at 692 on Seatallan, and we're looking over the Sellafield nuclear plant, and in the distance there is the Isle of Man, and looking northwest, the Mull of Galloway. You can see the peninsula coming out and the Solway Firth Basin. There we are, the Isle of Man across the Irish Sea on a beautiful evening. I'm saying evening, late afternoon. So yeah, that's the trig point of Seatallan. Really calm, not a breath of wind. Just the midges that were actually spoiled for choice, excuse me, for pitches. This is just like a bowling green. They've had a bit of snow up here, so the grass is really flattened down. We're all set up. We're just down from the trig point. Nice bit of ground here. Lovely sunset across the Irish Sea. We can see the Mourne Mountains way in the distance, and the Isle of Man is as clear as I've ever seen it. We could earlier on today see, yes we still can, Anglesey and Snowdonia. You probably can't pick it up, but it's there, definitely there. So that's Wales, Ireland, the Isle of Man, and the way there up in the northwest we've got the Mull of Galloway and the Galloway Hills looking up into Ayrshire. And here we are, directly adjacent to England's finest, Scawfell Pike and the Scawfell Massif. The snow has thawed all during the day. We've had some nice temperatures today, really nice. Although looking out towards the Coniston Fells there, it looks as though they're keeping hold of a bit more of their snow there, a bit more inland. So yeah, Great Gable, it's thawed a lot as well, and so has Kirkfell. So we're just going to go and watch the sunset, and we'll get a bit of tea on the go. As temperatures dropped quite dramatically in the last 10 minutes. It's been a splendid day and well worth the effort. Packed the bags last night after work, so we were ready for the off this morning. It doesn't get much better than that. Sun setting on the Irish Sea. That's the view out of our tent door, guys. Straight out across the Scafell Massif. Beautiful. All the sky's turning pink now. Just got the kettle on for tea. Just using the little Trangia triangle. And some bioethanol in the Swedish military fuel bottles. Spot on them. I usually carry a couple of them. One you get 2 days out of one, so that's not so bad. Morning, guys. What a good night's kip. Quite a still night, just little bits of gusts of wind, but that's what we've awoken to this morning. The clocks went forward, of course, last night, so we've lost an hour's kip, but people have been going up Scafell Pie all night. You see little head torches trailing up and down, up and down. But we've pitched our tents in such a position that we can just watch the sun rise from our sleeping bags. A little bit of thought went into it last night when we pitched. But it's looking like it's going to be another wonderful day. Morning guys. Well, that's Seatallan bagged. Great night's kip. Very little wind. And we're on to day 2. And who knows what today is going to bring. But again, just like when we arrived last night, we could see, you can still see Snowdonia. Scotland, the Isle of Man, but today we can't see Ireland. Still a bit of sea fret. This won't pick it up, you can vaguely make it out in the distance. There's Diane with her Eddie hat. Aye, the hat's getting used, Eddie. So we're just brewing up. We'll have a little bite to eat and then we'll get the tents down. On our way down, we've decided to come down a different route. So that's where we were last night, up on Seatallan, coming down via Catfields and Buckbarra, this one here. We are at the cairn on Buckbarra Moss on our way down, back down to the beck, and we'll make our way back down to the vehicle. The lake side is very busy with cars taking in the view. A lovely morning. It's about 20 past 10 now and we've lost an hour's sleep as the clocks sprung forward an hour last night. I feel a bit groggy actually, but it could be the sun. I'm not used with it. There we are looking at Middle Fell in the foreground there, in the background, sorry. And then across Scawfell and Scawfell Pike. Just on the edge of Waswater. There's a guy out there on the other side on one of those paddle boards what you stand up on. What a wonderful day. Now we have a grand view of the famous screes. And the snow is definitely melting. There we are looking straight down Waswater.